Aloha everybody, this is the Sync to the Whales event for the Fall Equinox of 2023, and I'm coming to you from a very special place behind me. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. So behind me is the mountains of Taha'a, which is part of French Polynesia, which is what I call the second Lemuria. And we've been here in Moorea, in Bora Bora, in different islands, on a sailboat and on land for more than almost 3 weeks now. So we've been with the whales in the water, from the boat, in so many different ways. And I feel very grateful to be able to record Sing to the Whales from a place where the whales are right now. And for those of you that are with us for the first time, Sing to the Whales came from a very simple desire to connect as humanity, to bring in collective consciousness of humanity and sing back to the whales. Maybe you know about their songs, maybe you know about what they hold energetically, what they represent within the grids of the planet, within this esoteric system that involves humans, involves whales, involves star people, and many beings that co-create this earth and even all the journeys before this earth. So they have a very special place, and their songs are really coded messages that can bring a lot of remembrance into your field, a lot of akashic remembrance, a lot of connection to the grids, to Gaia, the soul of the planet, and even beyond, onto different planets, and more. So when we sing back to them, we do it as a conscious, awakened humanity, recognizing their role, receiving the gifts that they have for us, but also offering our love, our gratitude, our respect, and our gifts of who we are back to them. And this way, it becomes a conscious communication and also a conscious co creation, because within the songs, there's potentials, within the songs, there's new realities that can be created. So you can see this event as a catalyst to get your relationship with whales and with many different beings from different dimensions to a new level. So this first Sync to the Whales was in March of 2021. So this is now the 11th event, if I'm correct, and the last few were done from different places where we've been with the whales. So it started from my office in Oregon, but now we've been in Baja in Mexico. We've been in Slovenia, in Egypt, and other places. So this one I'm recording on a sailboat. We are on a catamaran, and we traveled to Bora Bora, and we just returned today from Bora Bora to Taha'a, and we had some amazing moments with the whales on the way there. So it's such a great thing to be able to report or bring the energy in from the actual place where the whales are. So thank you so much for joining, and for all of you that have been with us before, welcome back, and we're gonna officially begin our Sync to the Whales event. And as always, we're gonna start with a short little meditation alignment where we bring the energy together through the breath. Make sure we all connect and focus our energy here. And then we're gonna go into a little bit of a sharing, and after that we go into the main part of the event, which is sharing the songs and then listening to the response from the whales. So if you're ready for a little meditation, let's put our hand on the heart and take a deep breath together. And if that feels good to you, you can close your eyes. Just become conscious of your body, where you're sitting, your feet touching the floor. And with the next deep breath, allow all of your energy to fully focus here. Allow your energy to arrive safely into your own place. And as you do that, if there's anything within your field that needs a little attention, some conscious breath, just focus your inhale and exhale into that area. And then bring in the alignment of self-love. That beautiful feeling of holding yourself for a moment. Holding your space and your energy, your emotions, your body. And taking a deep breath with that feeling of self-love. And see if you can get your breath to go a little deeper now. A little more into your belly, a little further down. And you can assist that by bringing your other hand and placing it on your belly. And gently pushing it out with the inhale, filling up your belly. And with an exhale, seeing how the belly deflates. And now bring in the crystalline alignment. You can imagine your field as an octahedron. Two pyramids pointing up and down. And seeing them as a crystalline structure that allows for a bigger embodiment of your spirit. And just take a few deep breaths into this crystalline alignment. And then just connect to your intention. If you come here as a conscious co-creator, to express your heart, your love, your gratitude to the whales, what kind of intention are you placing into this space today? And now we're gonna invite the dolphin and whale pod to come and join us in this space. Energetically through the grids, dolphins and whales can be present anywhere. So as you open up your field, they can come and interact with you wherever you are. And you might observe this interaction through your inner vision, through your feelings, or even thoughts and words and tones. But however it comes, the most important is to simply take a deep breath and thank them for coming. And now we're gonna bring the energy down into your feet with the next deep breath. And we're simply gonna take a moment to appreciate this planet, Gaia, Mother Earth. And to do that, you can just think about any beautiful place that ever touched you in nature, and then send a thank you to the center of the planet. Thank you for co-creating so much beauty, dear Gaia. And with the next deep breath, you bring your attention up into your heart. Breathing deeply with your heart. and remembering the self-love, the feeling of being held, the feeling of being safe. And then take a moment to notice the collective consciousness of everybody that's a part of the Sync to the Whales event. We are here together in a quantum space. The timing of this event connected to the equinox energy and the full moon energy. But really, it is in the now moment that we connect and come together as a choir of human hearts. Of humans that sing to the whales. So the next deep breath, you bring your consciousness fully back to a more awake state, to a more outwardly place. And when you're ready, you can move your body and open your eyes. And welcome back. So it's sunset time here in Taha'a, and some of you wrote to me because I'm like a week late, and I'm sorry I'm late with this event. There's been so much going on, so much has happened in the water with the whales, and I just couldn't get to it really. Energetically there was a lot of integration, a lot of digestion of everything that's going on. The groups we had, they're very there's been a lot of different energies, a lot of different shifts, so So one thing I mentioned before, and I'm gonna mention it again now, is that since COVID happened, there was this shift in the whale consciousness where they started to come closer. I've been observing that every year, and it seems like it's happening more and more. So there's more and more people that have very close experiences where not just that you see the whale, but many times in the physical they do things that you're just like, oh, this was very close. So I'm gonna share just a moment of a whale coming so close that I didn't know in the physical if that's too close. Again, just like last year, even touching a person with a pectoral fin. So there's such a interesting sensation from the human side, where at one point you realize that something that's 15 meters long is right there, a meter away from you, and plays with you like they would play with a dolphin, and can be quite quite a big experience. So if the whales are coming closer, I always invite people to feel that, not just from the physical standpoint, but also the energy standpoint. What is happening on the planet where the whales would respond to with coming closer, and what does that mean for you personally? So wherever you are, if the whales are coming closer, that's happening in the energy as well. So what I call the quantum space, there can be a very strong sensation of dolphin pod coming and swimming around you, and the whales coming very close, many times in the meditation even touching you. So there's their head, their nose, sometimes it's gonna go straight onto your somewhere on your body, touching you, this sensation of a whale swimming right towards you or coming from deep down. So this is something that has been now going on for a few years, and it doesn't seem to be stopping. So it seems to be uh, getting more pronounced. So that's the first thing that I wanted to share, and I guess with that I can share just a little bit about the encounter we had here when we left Raiatea on the way to Bora Bora. There was this whale in a way just waiting for us outside the lagoon, and when we got closer, we noticed it's not just a whale, it's also the dolphins, and they were swimming in a way that is just one of the most beautiful things, where the whale swims and there's a few dolphins just playing around the front of the whale. And I'm gonna show a video of that as well, so you can get an impression of how that looks. And to me, it's one of the most beautiful things in the world. Whales and dolphins playing together. This was a juvenile whale, where you could tell it's playful. You could tell it's having just a fun time swimming. And then when we were near with our boat, the whale at one point was like, oh, hi, and it actually swam towards us. So to me, these are such powerful moments, because when you're observing a whale and it's keeping a certain course, and you're observing that course and you're kind of gently cruising along, and then at one point the whale goes, oh, there you are, and it turns around and it comes to you intentionally. And this is just so powerful. So we had time around an hour with this whale just doing this, and there was one moment where I was like, man, I've never seen this before. Dolphins come and play on the bow of the boat, and in a way the whale was doing the same thing. So it would come to the front and turn around and just be like, oh, I'm doing the dolphin thing of playing at the bow. And then we went at one point when it started to turn on its back and showing us its belly. This is such a deep sign of trust that I was like, okay, this is kind of like where the whale is really building up a very deep personal relationship with us, and it's trusting who we are as a boat, who we are as a group. So it was time to go in the water, and when we entered the water, the whale was there and then spent so much time just swimming with us. And the most amazing thing was that the dolphins swam on, so we never saw the dolphins. And the whale decided that instead of just keep on playing with the dolphins, he was going to play with us. So we had a 20-minute swim in the water where the whale was spinning around us and coming so close. So this is where I want you to feel how that feels for you. This feeling of almost like, is it too close? That was, is it gonna touch me? And energetically, this is such a strong experience. So just take a deep breath as you observe that in the video, and in what way the whale approaches, in what way the whale interacts. Because I believe this is symbolic for how they're energetically interacting with humanity. So their gifts, what they've been holding, everything that has been expressed through the songs before, everything that had been expressed from a distance before, is now becoming very real. And if it's happening with the whales, I know a lot of you have the same experience with other ancient wisdom keepers, with some sacred spots on the planet. They're opening in a new, different way. The energy has been coming out and has been getting very personal, and so there's other places where this same pattern can be observed. So this is something to be conscious of and invite in, if that is a part of your reality. And this is the first part of today's sharing, and the other part that I really wanted to address was I've been observing this tendency for some of the Atlantean energies to come back and ask us, are we ready to release them? So especially the energy of working with others, trusting others, and just like in a way connected to the whale coming closer to us, what happens for us as light workers, for us as people that work with spiritual knowledge before, when we get close to other people of high vibration within the groups, and observing how that works, because sometimes without even noticing there's gonna be people pressing your buttons, and there might be moments where you want to make somebody wrong. So that was a big lesson of the first group in Morea for me, from observing what's going on, is that even when somebody comes in and tries to do things their own way and even calls you wrong, it's so important to not react to that by calling them wrong for doing that. So, because that's when we get entangled in I'm wrong, you're wrong game. And for me, it was so important to come back in the energy and just ask, okay, what actually brings us together? So what's the energy that I feel is something that makes us connect on a deeper level, creates a pod? And to me, that's always comes down to the gifts of who we are, the spiritual gifts, and everything we bring along. So I had our group keep on refocusing whatever's going on. If you feel like we're a bunch of individuals that are not fully connected, that are coming to this beautiful place for us, the second Lemuria coming to Morea, and not having this full connection with each other, I was keep on being surprised in a way that we're having amazing whale swims. We are we're having so many gifts that are given to us, but then people could be bothered by something somebody else is either saying or doing, or is triggering them in some way. So that's a very interesting energy, and I've noticed that when that happens, we have this tendency, oh, that person was wrong. Instead, if we can pull back in that moment and say, okay, why are my triggers being activated, first of all, and second of all, what gifts am I bringing, and what gifts is this other person bringing? So refocusing my attention onto the gifts really, really helps to bring the energy back together, instead of saying, oh, I'm only being triggered and I don't like you. You go into, I know there's a gift you have for me, and I know there's a gift I have for you. And even if you don't know what exactly it is, just bringing your energy to that really helps to start shift that triggered state. So from my observation, that was what happened in Atlantis. There was this sense of certain groups being right, being better, being more than, and not allowing other groups to express the gifts that they had. So as that happened, there was a lot of making each other wrong, to where it slowly grew into different ranks, different statuses within society, and that was just I really feel when I observe this, that this is what we're healing and transcending. So, with all that said, I'm gonna go back to starting with the Think to the Whales event. I'm so used to having you comment, I'm so used to having you share things, and because this is a pre-recorded event, I'm doing this from the boat, and hopefully this is gonna be uploaded very shortly. Yeah, so I just give me a moment right now. I'm gonna tune in if there's anything else I wanted to share, or we go into the collective quantum choir of singing to the whales together. So yeah, I feel this is good. I feel we're ready to bring our energy into that. I just wanna personally express my gratitude for being able to be here in the Lemuria, in the second Lemuria, to have these amazing experiences here with the whales, with the land, with the islands, and to really, feel so many blessings, from the warmth to the waters to the winds to so many amazing moments here. I really feel grateful to be able to live this life, and I always say that, if you don't know what to do, think about being on your deathbed and looking back at your life and checking in with what what were you what would be the most fulfilled moments for you, what would be the most moments where you felt like you fully 100% lived your mission, lived your passion. And if nothing comes right away, just go into imagining, oh, if I only had 1 week left, what would I do right now? If I only had 1 month left, what would I do right now? And if I only had 1 year left in this body, on this planet, what would I do right now? And the more you're checking in, the more you're coming to knowingness of what would be your next step, what would be your mission here, and what would be that 100% me embodied, living here, expressing who I am. So I feel so blessed, because since the first moment I arrived to Hawaii, I came back to Lemurian energy, to feeling and living in that state, and every time I can be physically back with this land, I feel so blessed. So hopefully you can feel some of this energy through me, through my field, through maybe even the view behind me of, I guess, the sailboat fence is in the way, but there's beautiful green mountains and a beautiful blue bay behind me. So I just want to express my gratitude to be here and to be able to do an event online like this, from this place where I am right now. So thank you for being a part of it and co-creating it and adding your energy, your connection to this. And before we go into the choir part, I usually just say a few words about how does it work, because it is a quantum event. So we use the grids, really. We used the pineal connection, we used the grids of the planet, we used the whale grids, the consciousness grids around this planet, to connect as a group, to bring together our hearts, to bring together our intentions. And then, even though you're gonna be in your own room singing and only hearing yourself and the background track of the choir, we still sing together. So we still bring our songs together into a choir, and this choir then reverberates through the grids, and whoever has the ears to hear will hear it, meaning whoever has the perception to pick up this reverberation through the grids will actually be able to feel it inside. So from my observation quantumly through my third eye, this your songs actually reach the whales. They can feel the shift in the energy and they respond. So when I shared before that the whales are coming closer, I feel this is a response to where we are as humanity. And the more we as humanity step forward and say, we're actually ready to co-create the new earth, we're ready to bring this energy in, we're ready to move forward, the more the energies respond and come closer. So this is something that you can actually observe in real time as you express your conscious song, as you express what in your heart. You can observe the energy respond. The grids, this happens in real time. It's a real quantum communication. So when I talk about singing, it's one way of doing this, and the background track that you're gonna hear is actually toning. Toning is prolonged tones that are designed to vibrate. They're designed to influence your inner space more than the outer space. So I always say, I say sing to the whales, but in reality I say do use your, how would I say that, use your meditation voice, meaning don't try and sing a song from a known band. Really feel how your energy wants to express through sound, and this energy, connecting to the heart, connecting to your pineal, and connecting to your intention is what then comes out through a tone. And these tones in many traditions were a way of meditation, they're a way of connecting, and much more than that even. Through the song, through the tones, worlds are created. Through the song, through the tones, the communication happens. Through the song, through the tones, anything really can happen. So yeah, toning then, as the most known form of toning, is the sound Om in tradition of India, and they call it the seed sound of creation, and saying that the whole universe was born out of that sound. Now Om is designed to turn your voice inwards. So when you say from Om, the M part pulls the sound in and interacts with your pineal. So that is something that you're invited to do and observe with any sound that's coming out. So you can play with the sound, and you're gonna hear in the background track there's a lot of that happening. So have fun exploring your own voice, have fun exploring your own energy expression through the sound. And I always invite people to do whatever comes out, no matter how weird it is, because sometimes there's gonna be sounds that are different, that are weird. There's gonna be light language, there might be clicks, there might be different sounds that your mouth is trying to do, and sometimes you're gonna have energies trying to communicate or sing through you. So you might have an energy whale coming behind you and expressing the song of the whale through your voice, and this is all a beautiful part of this. So it is really not limited to the human expression. So really be open and intuitive with how you express this. Okay, I hope that makes sense, and I hope that kind of covers it. And other than that, just kind of enjoy the ride. Don't worry too much about what exactly it is. Okay, so before we're gonna go into this choir experience, we're gonna do another meditation, bring a little more energy, a little more consciousness in, and then I'm gonna play the background track. This is from Moom, a group in Spain that practices toning as a choir, and they create beautiful harmonies, and they let us use their tracks as a background for our choir. So because you're in your room a background track serves almost as a bed for your song to land into. You know, it kind of creates the background atmosphere of toning, so you can then within that space express yourself. So thank you, Mom, for letting us use this. And the song of the whale you're gonna hear was recorded by us here in French Polynesia just now, just a few days before the equinox. So it's we were lucky enough to go in the water and have a singing whale. It was actually a couple, so there was a kind of a mating ritual where a male was singing to the female and they were dancing, and then the female came on top of the water and started to slap her tail. So there was a lot of action, and the song was a part of this. So I just wanted to share this song as a response to our singing. So after we're done with our part, the whale song comes, and you simply listen, observe, and receive what's coming your way, and see how that completes this cycle of communication. The song goes out, the song goes back, the energy of love, the energy of your heart travels to the whales, and then their song travels back to you, and their gifts of what they hold for us energetically can be received within your cells, within your heart, within your pineal. I hope that all makes sense. The sun is going down here, or it already went down, so you can see that my face is getting darker. I hope you're okay with that. So if you're ready, we're gonna begin now, and you can just gently close your eyes and take a deep breath. And we're gonna begin now with just a gentle smile, and allowing that smile to start relaxing the muscles of your face, your cheeks, your eyes, your forehead, your jaw. And then see this smile as a wave of relaxation that gently travels down through your neck, your chest, down your hands and fingers. It's almost like you're smiling for different parts of the body. You're allowing your body to feel that smile. And down your back, down your spine, all the way to the base of your spine. And filling your belly with a deep breath and with your smile. And then smiling down towards your feet, you can feel how your legs, every part of your legs, experiences this wave, the smile, all the way down to your feet. And then you take a deep breath and see if you can relax a little bit more. See if you can become a little bit more present, more conscious. Fully relaxed and fully conscious. And then take a moment with your heart, taking a deep breath with your heart, and thanking your heart, saying thank you. And whatever the gifts are in your life, whatever is working for you right now, things you don't necessarily think about all the day, all the time, but they are such blessings for you. So take a deep breath with your heart and say thank you for the gifts. And then keep breathing with your heart for a moment. Deep breath in, filling your heart. And thank you, and exhale. And again, deep breath in, filling your heart. And thank you with the exhale. And again, deep breath in, filling your heart. And thank you. This brings in a state of coherence, a state of heart-centered awareness, and a beautiful radiance within your field. And now I want you to feel into your gift. What gift are you bringing here onto this planet? Through who you are, through what you do, to how you radiate. And you might not be aware of it yet, but it's important to take a moment to acknowledge that the only way you wanted to come onto this planet was if you brought a gift along. And maybe there's no words to describe it. Maybe it's just a feeling. But here's something that's very clear. If we're gonna heal the wounds of Atlantis, it's only gonna happen by me bringing my gift fully here. It's only gonna happen by me expressing it, by me recognizing it, claiming it, and sharing it. So when you're taking deep breaths with your heart and saying thank you, you're also creating a field that enhances the expression of your gifts. And let's now bring a very strong intention in. That I am ready to bring my gift here 100%. I'm ready to embody it. I'm ready to express it. I'm ready to fully bring it here. And feel your feet for a moment when you affirm this intention. And now I invite you to open up your inner vision and realize that you're not here alone. So I want you to feel for a moment the circle of human beings that gathered here to sing to the whales. They're from all over the world, from many different places. And we meet quantumly in this way as a choir because it is time. And now look around the circle and realize that each person in the circle just affirmed that they're bringing their gift in 100%. And feel your heart respond to that. Almost like a pride for humanity, for us doing this. So you can look around the circle and thank each person for doing that. Thank you for bringing your gift here. We can only do this together. And then realize that as you're thanking people for the gifts, they're coming into the space in the middle. They become a co-creation. And as they come into the space in the middle, you might be able to receive some of the gifts. Some of them are for you. Some of them might carry answers to some of your questions. Some of them might be synchronicities and co-creations. So as you feel that, another deep breath with your heart and saying thank you. And let's now gather the energy of our gifts into a crystal. Imagine a crystal in the middle of our circle. That collects and gathers the energy of all of our gifts. And in a moment when we go into our song, into our toning, into our expression, let's give the intent that this crystal is gifted to dolphins and whales. So we open up our circle into the grids, into the cetacean grids. The song lines of the whales. The stories of the Akash. of humanity's past and present and the future, the highest potentials, the gifts, the co-creations. So we hold this crystal now with the intention to gift it to dolphins and whales through our song, through our voice. And you can make this as personal as you'd like, adding your personal message, your love, your appreciation. So we're gonna take a deep breath together. And when you're ready, you can allow your voice to express your soul. And just take a moment and allow these sounds to integrate deep into the cells. Really let them sink in, down. Really let them become a part of you. Not just energetically, but also physically, within the DNA, within the waters between the cells. And then bring your attention back to your heart and let's just take a few deep breaths, saying thank you again. A deep breath in, attention on the heart, thank you. A deep breath in, attention on the heart, thank you. And as you express your gratitude, feel how this connection stays open. The whale grids are a part of you, the whales come with you. And it is your choice if you want to take a moment to connect, or if you want to go on with your day like nothing happened. But one thing is for sure, the whales are coming closer. No matter if you're aware of it or not, no matter if you observe it or not. But don't be surprised if you sit down and close your eyes and the whale is right there waiting for you. So with the next deep breath, we're simply gonna start turning our energy outwards, start waking up our body. And let's use our smile again to bring that beautiful wave through the body, spreading from the smile through your cheeks, down your neck, into your torso. Just allow the smile to be like a wave of joy, gently touching the cells and waving through your body down into your belly, down the spine, down your legs into your feet. And let that smile now start to wake up your body and move it and stretch it. Let that smile bring you fully into an awake, present, fully alive, fully here. And after you move and stretch, it's time to warm up your face and open your eyes whenever you're ready. And welcome to the complete darkness of Maria, or Taha'a, wherever we are. And you can tell that the sun went down completely now and the stars are starting to come out. So thank you for being here. I hope you don't mind that this event is not live, but in a way, in a quantum way, it is. So thank you for bringing your gifts in. Thank you for allowing for this energy to connect in such a beautiful way and expressing your song, your heart, and adding your gifts to that crystal in the middle to the crystal that we gifted the whales and dolphins. I'm sending many blessings wherever you are. We will be online in October and November, and we'll see you in December for the next and last Sing to the Whales this year, and there I'll be doing it from Oregon, where we live, and I'll have probably another guest. We'll see what opens up. So it's gonna be more normal. And for now, I'm just inviting you to just fully integrate this experience, and if there's any questions, if there's any comments, please comment below this video or send me an email on yan.lemuri@gmail.com. You can find me on innerdolphinawakening.com as well. And if you feel like joining us on the retreats, we'll be in Baja with gray whales in beginning of March next year. We'll be in Egypt in the Red Sea in May, and we'll be back here in Morea swimming with humpback whales in September next year. So feel free to sign up for the newsletter online, and hope to see you all soon. Thank you so much for joining us and making this a very special event. I'm sending much love from the second Lemuria, the islands of French Polynesia, the whales here, and all of my love to you, and all the best as the equinox changes the summer into fall for us in the northern hemisphere, and it changes the winter into spring for all of you in the southern hemisphere. Many blessings and much love to you. Aloha.